Well, boys, undefeated season's over. What is going on, Arizona sports fan family? How are we doing out here today on this heartbreaking Thursday evening, ladies and gentlemen, where the Arizona Cardinals had the opportunity to win and be 8-0. And I'm not upset that we're not 8-0. I'm upset of how we played this last drive out. Now, granted, Kyler Murray seemed like he got hurt. We moved the ball down the field, and it looked like everything was coming. The pieces were falling, together. The domino pieces were falling together. And what did we end up happening? We throw a fade route over to A.J. Green, and A.J. Green does not know this damn ball's coming to him. 16, 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and we did not think to run the ball, hurry up the ball, or do something else. I think this thing came down to a miscommunication. I really do, because I don't think that AJ Green at all knew what happened, why he was throwing the ball over to him. I don't understand, ladies and gentlemen. I really don't. Now, granted, we are just 7-1. Like this is still a great record. So let me put the positive light on this, ladies and gentlemen. We're 7-1, and we played a fan-freaking-tastic game. We played a great game. The dominoes didn't come our way. It sucks. I understand it, but we're still a great team. And if anybody else tells you otherwise, punch them right in the freaking face. Because, ladies and gentlemen, the Arizona Cardinals stood up to this Green Bay Packers team, which, honestly, this might have lost as our number one seed. And it sucks. It sucks. But sometimes it's better to learn from your mistakes than going undefeated into a playoff, run when we got our chest puffed out too high. So there's some positivity going through it, but there's definitely some things we need to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. We got Free Matter for the Blind saying, turn around, 100%. We got Illage saying, Cliff play calling's first half was plain trash. 100%, man, 100%. The first half, we couldn't buy a first down to save our life. At one point, the time of possession, ladies and gentlemen, was like 20 minutes to 10 minutes. Terrible. Now, granted, yes, we are a second half team, but that's something that we do not want to see. Big shout out to my guy Chris coming here with another super chat here. Appreciate the super chat, man. Says, hey, 7-1 is 7-1. This hurts a lot, but we'll come back. Exactly. And I think that's the bright side of it all, ladies and gentlemen. We will come back. Like I said, we can learn a lot from this loss. We can. And I really want this Arizona Cardinal team to really look themselves in the face and say, okay, we were 7-1. Everything seemed like it was coming our way. They had no Lazard. They had no Devontae Adams. Their game plan worked to a freaking T. They ran the ball down our throats, and we couldn't do anything about it. The season is not over. I've seen people in here on the comments saying season over. No. The people that are saying season is over, and if you're a Cardinal fan, this is for you guys. You should be ashamed of yourselves saying this right now. This is for the people that say the season's over and you're a Cardinal fan.
Shame.
No way in heck would you. Don't ever say stuff like that, man. This Arizona Cardinal team is resilient. Do I like Cliff Kingsbury? Maybe not the biggest fan of him right now. Maybe the play calling wasn't the best in the red zone, but we had the chance to win this game. Everything was working out, and AJ Green did not turn a freaking round. Let me give another big shout out here to my guy. It says, release AJ right now. Bring back Larry Fitzgerald. I don't give an F. Larry never would have done that. Well, I don't think we're going to release AJ Green, ladies and gentlemen. Let's put our best foot forward here right now. We're not going to do anything that crazy. I understand the frustration that comes with what just happened here today. I understand where you guys are coming from. But please don't say anything silly like release AJ Green. Yes, it was a huge mistake by AJ Green, but this guy has done some really, really good things for us. So I'm not going to sit here and say to release him. I'm not. MMVV, what's up, dude? He says, bro, I'm pissed, but happy that we came back. Yeah, I guess there's a little positivity there. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Thanks for the contribution. Let me see what my guy I Am Bear has to say. Appreciate you, man. He says, we didn't play a great game. Weak Packers team controlled the whole game. We were lucky to have a chance. A lot of injuries and a tough loss. Also, Jones' first TD. I don't think it was a TD. Yeah, I agree with you there. I don't think it was a TD either. I'm trying to get through these super chats. I appreciate everybody for super chatting. I'm so sorry if I miss any, but you guys are coming in fire with all these super chats. Thank you so very much. BBHLV, thank you so very much. He says we definitely should go out for another defensive lineman. Fletcher Cox more preferably. It showed that we can't stop the run without JJ, and it showed what a good game though. Yeah, and 100%, man. And last time when we had the stream, I told you guys, if we didn't have any interior pressure this time around, I want Steve Keim to look into who we can go ahead and trade for in the trade deadline, because this was absolutely a ridiculous showing here. The Green Bay Packers basically ran down our throats. We have a terrible thing with not stopping the run, and they came out here and they exposed us. That's exactly what happened here. And it sucks that we couldn't come back, man. It sucks that we couldn't come back. It sucks because the Arizona Cardinal defense stood up with Devon Kennard batting that ball away. We had a chance, and we were right there. Big shout out to my guy, King Plumtree. Tough loss. Thanks for being here. We could all cry with you. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so very much. Yeah, I'm honestly, I'm pissed. I'm upset. I am. I'm not going to lie to you. I am pretty pissed off. Josh T with another super chat. Thanks, man. Says the better team didn't win. Run, dink and dunk. Don't get me started on the refs. Our run defense was horrible, but this was still a winnable game. 110%, man. 110%. And I think that might be the light at the end of the tunnel here for us, ladies and gentlemen, that the Arizona Cardinals did hang with Aaron Rodgers in this team. We did. We did a very good job. We did. It sucks. It sucks that AJ Green didn't turn around. It sucks that the miscommunication had to happen in the most costly time available, but we're 7-1. It's not that big of a deal. We can learn from this. Now, one thing I don't want to see, obviously, I don't want to see a crash like we saw, last year. We got to learn from this. We have to learn from this. Let me keep getting to the super chats. Appreciate you, Josh T. Thank you so very much for that. Let's keep going with the contributions. Appreciate everybody for being here. This is why the channel is created, man, so we can cry and celebrate with each other. Free Matter for the Blind says maybe this will put a chip on our shoulders if we meet Green Bay in the playoffs. 100%, man, 100%. Nicholas Sawyer, thank you so much for the super chat. Best game to lose all year. I'm crushed right now, but we have a quarterback and team that can play with the best. These fans are ridiculous. I agree, man. So for the fans that are here right now, please don't get caught up, man. Don't get caught up with saying some silly things, because honestly, our team is a very good team. We lost 24-1 with the opportunity of winning. And unfortunately, there was a miscommunication by AJ Green not turning around. And unfortunately, the chips didn't fall in our favor, unfortunately. Davis Garcia with another super chat. Appreciate you. So Chandler Jones need to show. Yeah, I agree, man. We're going to talk about Chandler Jones too. Once we get through all these contributions, we're going to talk about Chandler Jones, because this guy has not came up at all for us. At all. We had one sack today, ladies and gentlemen. One sack. And that was from Zach Allen. Let's keep going with the super chats. Appreciate you, Davis. I'm just trying to get to the contributions, and then we'll talk about this game. Hey, Mike, I'm frustrated. Also, on the 29 on defense, it was pass interference for AJ Green. Also, I blame the refs. Shame on you. Wow, 7-1. Appreciate the super chat, man. Thank you so very much. Oh, brother. Appreciate the contributions, everybody. We got a super sticker here from Back to the Constitution. Thanks again. MGO, I'm dead inside. Okay, let's talk about this. I think we got through all the contributions. I think we got through all the super chats. Thank you, everybody who super chatted so far when we just started 10 minutes into the stream. Thank you so very much. It means the world. Let's talk about this game, ladies and gentlemen. This game was a frustrating game to watch. This game was a frustrating game to watch on offense. From the beginning of the game to probably the second half. Now I was one to say that our Arizona Cardinal team is a second half team. But ladies and gentlemen, the time of possession is what killed us today. The time of possession is what freaking killed us today. By the time the second half ended, they had the ball 20 minutes to our 10 minutes. The offense couldn't get going. We saw what our offense looked like without DeAndre Hopkins. And I didn't like it. We saw what our offense looked like, and I did not like it at all. Now, honestly, there were some big crucial plays here. There was all the turnovers, they were on us. We lost this game. I got to give credit to Green Bay. They played a hell of a game without having their top two wide receivers, Lazard as well as Adams. Credit to them. They did a fan-freaking-tastic job. But honestly, this Arizona Cardinal team needs to learn from all the mistakes that they have made today. And they made a lot of mistakes. The adjustments weren't there, ladies and gentlemen, not till it was too late. And I mean by the second half. If we started scoring in the first half, I promise you this would have been a completely different game. Now, there was another Rondale Moore situation where I was getting pissed off left and right, where Rondale Moore obviously tipped the ball. They got him in great field position. Obviously, our defense held strong, and we just held up a three-pointer, or we gave up a three-pointer. No big deal. But can we stop running the ball out of the freaking end zone? Rondale Moore, stay in there. Get the touchback. Any momentum has been swung over to them, and we kept doing it. And I'm not even going to mention Josh Jones, ladies and gentlemen. Josh Jones is a freaking turnstile, and it's pissing me off. Big shout out to my guy Michael in Haiti. Says Green Bay didn't win, the Cardinals lost. Rondale Moore had 2 turnovers that the Packers scored on. Then Murray's interception. The Cardinals defense put up a fight. Packers played like flat soda. Appreciate the super chat, man. Thank you so very much. But I agree with you. The Cardinals lost this game, ladies and gentlemen. Rondale Moore had some very rookie mistakes. But what do we expect, right? He's a rookie. What do we expect? He's a rookie. What we got to do here is we got to learn from these mistakes. Our coaches need to hold our Arizona Cardinal team accountable because we came into this team saying they had no Devontae Adams. We came in this team saying they had no Lazard. And what was the game plan here? We couldn't stop the run. That's what they were going to do, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news. They're going to run the ball with Aaron Jones and Dylan. And we couldn't stop the dang run. Carter with another super chat. Appreciate you. I'm going to say it. Kyler played awful this game. Chandler Jones played horrible. DeAndre Hopkins is hurt. Kyler is hurt. JJ is hurt. This is a major loss. You're right, man. You're right. At one point, we might have seen Chase Edmonds. Get hurt. Thankfully, chips fell in our favor. He ended up coming back resiliently. There's a lot of things to talk about here today, man. And it all starts with the freaking offensive line not being able to hold, protect Kyler Murray back there. One of the biggest terrible things that we've seen here is Kyler Murray walking off the field and limping. We had one timeout left, ladies and gentlemen. One timeout. Why couldn't we get together and say, this is the communication. I'm going to throw a fade route to you, AJ Green. You better freaking turn around. But we didn't. Another super chat here from my guy Carter says, hey guys, I think we should chill. One loss is a loss. The season is over for us. We got this team. We'll see Green Bay in the playoffs. 100%. 100%. Another super chat here, BBHALV says, I mostly blame Max Garcia. Also, he overthrew the ball again. So here's the thing, my guy. It wasn't even Max Garcia playing today. Max Garcia was actually out. Max Garcia was out today. We had a guy named Sean Harlow in center, and I don't think he did too bad of a deal, but he did another botched snap that lost us another 8 to 10 yards. So it wasn't even Max Garcia back there. It was some guy named Harlow. That's who we had back here. A guy named Harlow. And we released Lamont Gilliard? Ladies and gentlemen, what are we doing here? That wasn't even Max Garcia out there. Another super chat here, MGO. I'm proud that we came back in the second half. This loss hurts. We're going to learn from this L. Also, K1 got hurt. I know, that's the worst part, my guy. That's the worst part. The good thing is that we have a long bye week, but the worst part also is that we gotta suffer through this football weekend with having this loss on our shoulders. And I'm talking about us fans too, because we feel this too, ladies and gentlemen. It's not just the team. Us as fans, we feel this. We don't want to take an L, especially the way we lost with a heartbreaker. We didn't want this. But I agree with my guy on the last super chat. It's one loss. We will bounce back. If I hear anybody in the comments saying we're a trash team, I don't know what to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, because this Arizona Cardinal team's the real deal. It's just unfortunately that we weren't able to adjust in the first half. Another super chat here from my guy. I do not know. Is it Irishito? Hopefully I didn't butcher that. Says bound to happen. Better the Packs than the Rams. Okay, I agree. But one thing that we forgot, we might have lost the number 1 seed, ladies and gentlemen. But we still have a lot of games left. But we might have lost the number 1 seed. I'm going to keep taking it with the super chats. Appreciate everybody who's super chatting, man. Thank you so very much. Carpenter, appreciate the super chat here. Says, hey, Mike, I don't like Aaron Jones. Russell Douglas, after all, I'm pissed off right now, and I'm crying right now really hard. Well, I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you at all. The Carolina Crone says that PS Center is, yeah, for real. Zach Jacobs says, glad it happened now than later. Look what happened to Pittsburgh last year. We have to iron out the stupid mistakes. Yes, exactly. It sucks that we lost, but we put up a fight. It's just obviously, ladies and gentlemen, there's really no ifs, ands, or buts about this, man. Like, it sucks to lose the way that we lost. We were in the red zone. We threw a fade route, and there was not even the contention from AJ Green. That's the heartbreaker right there, man. That's the heartbreaker. It's not even that we lost. It's the way we lost. With Kyler Murray being hurt. With Kyler Murray throwing a freaking fade route to AJ Green, and he didn't even know what the hell was going on. Super chat here. I am Barrett. Thanks, man. It says, reporter asked Rodgers what he said to Kyler at the end of the game. Rodgers said, see you in the end of January. NFC. I love it. That's awesome. BBHLV, thank you so very much for another super chat. It's better to have to lose now than the playoffs. 100% agree, man. 100% agree. If we're looking at the end of the light at the end of the tunnel, ladies and gentlemen, is that it is better to lose now than at the end of the playoffs. 110%. But after this game, we got the 49ers. After that, we got the Panthers and then the Seahawks. So we got to live with this. Ladies and gentlemen. We do. Edward, appreciate the super chat. Says hopefully Keim gets someone that can stop the run and on the D. Move on to San Francisco. As long as we get 2 or 3 seed, we'll be fine. We're young. That's fair. The one thing about that, I love what you're saying, my guy, 100%. But we also got to take into consideration that we have a lot of veterans in here that might not be here. Next year. And Kyler Murray needs to get paid. And if Kyler Murray gets paid, that means less weapons, less big pieces that we're going to be able to pay to bring in this team. So it's not so much playoff or Super Bowl or bust this year, but it is kind of, if that makes sense. Like, I would still be happy if we took if we're going into the playoffs 110%, but it kind of is a little bit because we have a rookie quarterback on a rookie deal that's not getting paid very much. The moment we need to pay Kyler Murray, and he needs to get paid, we're not going to be able to bring these top caliber people coming in anymore. MGO, appreciate the super chat. It says Marco Wilson is so inconsistent. It's crazy. Well, I mean, it was a perfect storm, man. It was a perfect storm for the Green Bay Packers, honestly. And I'm going to hold true to what I said earlier. I think the Green Bay Packers played a very good game with what they had. They played a huge game with what they had. A great game. It's just, I think the Arizona Cardinals beat themselves. They did. Deborah, appreciate the super chat. I just like giving you money. Go Cards, Miss Fitzy. Appreciate you. Thank you so very much, Deborah. Thanks. Appreciate it. I agree. I mean, obviously, hindsight's 2020, ladies and gentlemen, but I might have done something different when we were in the red zone. I might have tried to run the ball because, hey, Connor had 2 touchdowns, right, ladies and gentlemen? Connor looked really darn good. And if we could have just had the communication with each other and just say, guys, we're going to run the ball. Make sure that you are up and coming. Like you need to come back to this ball to make sure we do another snap. It's just the way we lost is what makes me so mad. Got another super chat here. Press Richardson, appreciate the super chat. Says we would have won that. Kyler was shaking up, and the miscue between him and AJ Green cost us. I think that right there is what makes me mad. It's because we could have won this game. We could have. Carter, another super chat. Appreciate the $10 donation. Says, listen, AJ Green messed up, but you guys can clown him. He has done many things for us, and the real issue is Cliff Kingsbury. His play calling was so bad that whole game. And boom, my guy Carter coming up with some freaking gems. I agree, man. I understand. I'm a fan as well, and I'm an overreacting fan. I'm right there with you, ladies and gentlemen, but keep in mind, AJ Green has been a great addition for us. This miscommunication will get cleaned up. It better get cleaned up. We're 7-1 right now. We will see them in the playoffs. I 110% agree with that. What Aaron Rodgers told Kyler Murray at the end of the game, I will see you in the playoffs. That's exactly what's going to happen. And we're going to come out with a different approach. What we should have done in the first half is we should have got Connor out there and made sure that Connor was running the ball up down the darn field. That's what we should have been doing. The time of possession of the first half was absolutely ridiculous. 20 minutes to 10 minutes. The defense was gassed. Appreciate Carter, but you're right, Carter. 110%. Let's not sit here and say, crazy things like, trade AJ, get rid. We're not going to do that, ladies and gentlemen. We're not. We're not. We're a great team. The reason why we lost today is because we did it to ourselves. We lost that game. We did it. The Green Bay Packers, I'm giving them credit because they put up 24 points and they won the game. They did a fantastic job. Kudos. Green Bay Packers, you have the same record as us. We're 7-1, 7-1. Congratulations. But this game was lost by the Arizona Cardinals. When we clean up these mistakes, we will learn from what happened today. We will learn from what happened today. Imagine how Bills felt when, the Hail Murray happened. Imagine how they had to feel. And then they had a bye week later on. They have to swallow it. And that's what the Cardinals need to do. They need to come back. They need to get better from it. Appreciate you, Ian. He says, can't believe we lost this one. What a heartbreaker. I agree, man. I agree. I appreciate everybody in the contribution. Thank you so very much, man. I got to make sure that I give kudos to everybody that's contributing money here. Thank you so very much. You guys are the real MVP. Appreciate you guys. We got BBH coming up with another $1.99. Says, I don't like how late we used Ertz in the fourth. I agree with you there too. Luis Sanchez, what's up? $5 donation. Says, did you know DeAndre Hopkins and Christian Kirk were open in the end zone? This is on Kyler. DeAndre Hopkins is always open. Watch the replay. I will. I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. But I appreciate you, Luis. I mean, you're right. I mean, you're right? I mean, you got to give kudos to Kyler Murray from bringing the ball down the field at the one. He did a great job in bringing the team up. But he does have some faults. He does. You're right there. It was miscommunication. I think what I heard the announcer say was on the left side of the field, there was like a screenplay happening. Like they were ready to do something magical on the other side of the ball. And Kyler Murray, for some dumb reason, went over to the fade route. And AJ Green didn't know what the heck he was doing. That was the reason why we lost this game. We will see the Green Bay Packers in the playoffs. And my goodness, it's going to be a magical game. Let me tell you that right now. We will bounce back from this. Archie Lucky 7. Appreciate the super chat. He says, with Green Bay's injuries, do you think they'll stay the first seed? Also, I think the Cardinals can still finish as a first seed. Yeah, honestly, guys, keep in mind, we're 7-1. That's 8 games. I'm trying to do math right. We have 9 games left. We have 9 games left, ladies and gentlemen. We do. Now, do I think Green Bay Packers are going to be first seed? Honestly, it's theirs to lose. It's hard for me to say yes, they'll lose or no, they won't. We all have the same amount of games. We just need to take care of the business that we need to take care of. That's just plain and simple. We need to take care of the business that we need to take care of. Josh T, what's up, man? Great with super chat. Thank you so much. More run plays and less trick plays, please. If a big play aren't there, take whatever's underneath. I agree, Josh T. Thank you. We got Press Richardson. I just do not like how the media is going to discount us. We are so much better than they are. I agree, man. And this is exactly what I'm talking about too. You're 100% right. I even forgot to even talk about this. You're going to have people. You're going to have fans of the Arizona Cardinals. And I'm saying fans of the Arizona Cardinals saying, "Oh, it's over, ladies and gentlemen. This team is not good. They are who we thought they are." No, garbage. This Arizona Cardinal team beat themselves. Don't let any fake fan tell you that the Arizona Cardinal team isn't legit. We punched the Rams in the mouth. We punched the Titans in the mouth. We punched the Browns in the mouth. We are a great team. We beat ourselves today, ladies and gentlemen. But what I can tell you here, Press Richardson, don't watch any media. For the love of God, from this weekend on to the next weekend, do not watch any media because I almost promise you that that's exactly what they're going to say. The Arizona Cardinals aren't a great team. The Green Bay Packers beat them with no Devontae Adams. They beat them with no Adam Lazard. You're right. You know the key to that? I'm going to stop watching the media, and you should too. Appreciate the super chat. I think we're good with the super chats. Hopefully, right? There was just so many that came in. I appreciate everybody for coming through. But here we are. We will learn. We will learn from the mistake that we just put up today, man. We could have won this team. We could have beat them. The worst part also too that comes along with this is that we also even had a tie there. We could have gone to OT. We could have gone to OT. Honestly, if I was Cliff Kingsbury, and I get it, hindsight is 2020. I understand it, ladies and gentlemen. But what we needed to do on that last play was we needed to make sure that everybody was on the same wavelength. Why didn't AJ Green know that a fade route was a possibility? And he looked so confused. That's what I would have done. We had one timeout left, ladies and gentlemen. If we weren't going to run the ball, and if we were going to go for gusto, what I would have done if Cliff Kingsbury is I would have called the timeout and I would say, "Look it up here, team. This is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to do a screenplay here, but if there's nothing there, we're going to throw a fade route to AJ Green. Are you aware that we're going to do this?" So AJ Green is fully aware of what's going on. Even if he has an offensive pass interference, we have a field goal coming right up. We need to be better. The communication was lacking. That's what beat us this game. That's what beat us. Carter with another super chat says, "Cliff just said Kyler's injured his Achilles." Oh my God, it keeps happening. Oh, brother, it keeps happening. Appreciate you, Carter. Thanks for the update. We're a better team than this. We are. So now we got to worry about is if Kyler Murray is going to be healthy for the rest of the season. Per Cliff Kingsbury, per my guy Carter for super chatting, thank you so very much. He said that Kyler Murray has an Achilles or injury. Those aren't good. Those aren't good. Obviously, we're not going to hear too much. Usually we hear more by the end of tomorrow. If not tomorrow, we have a whole weekend to hopefully make sure that he heals up. Because after this game, man, we have a tough matchup. We have a tough matchup against the San Francisco 49ers. And then after them, we have a Panthers team. I hope Kyler Murray's okay. Obviously, he's the heart and soul of our team. Our team is great. I do see our team being a Super Bowl contending team. I do. We just beat ourselves. That's it. Plain and simple. We beat ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's keep on reading to the comments here. Elena says, this is why you don't overhype your team early. Injuries happen. Yeah, I agree with you, Elena. I do. I agree. I agree. Injuries happen. J.J. Watt, obviously being hurt is big. Is big. They were running up and down our throats, and we couldn't stop them. Up and down our throats, and we couldn't stop them. All right, we got some more super chats coming in. Appreciate you guys. Seth Carpenter with another super chat here. Says, well, I don't think Kyler Murray didn't hurt his Achilles after all. Also, I realized that our losses from last year, but I needed to learn from our mistakes. I think he meant to say, I think he does have a Achilles injury, because that's what Cliff's saying. Appreciate the super chat, man. Me Wilson with another contribution. Thank you so very much. It was a good game. We just need to work on stopping the run, and we have a good record. Hopefully, Kyler's good. I agree. Honestly, the light at the end of the tunnel is that we have a long week here. We have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we have the other week to prepare. Hopefully Kyler Murray's a go. Archie Lucky 7 says, do you think we should get Cam Newton? No. No. Wait, let me reemphasize. No. No, we shouldn't. All right, let's keep on reading to the super chats here. Appreciate you guys. I think, wait. Yes, okay, those are the last super chats. Okay. So I know that there was a trolling person in the comment. I just ended up blocking them. So one thing here, ladies and gentlemen, if you're happy about your team, cool. Congratulations, man. Your team did good. But don't be coming to another person saying, and when their heart is freaking open right now and you're adding salt to the wound just because you're trying to be a scum of the earth. So you will be blocked. Peace out. I don't mind that you're repping your team. I don't mind that you love your team and you did a great job today. Congratulations today. But if you're going to be a complete DICK, you're out. Just because you're a scum of the earth right now, you're out. I promise you. Press Richardson, Cam does not fit our scheme. Well, not only that, but I like McCoy. I think obviously McCoy is not the same, but McCoy, he's going to be our guy. And Cam comes with a lot of drama too. Davis Garcia with the super chat. Appreciate you. He says, color rush curse. Just kidding. Bad tackling on us. I agree, man. I agree. Carter with another super chat here. Appreciate you, man. You guys are coming up clutch with these super chats, man. Thank you so much. The reporter asked Cliff, what is the situation? He said Kyler said his ankle/Achilles area was bothering him, and the trainer said he was not good. Wow. Let's do this. I want to hear what Cliff has to say. Everybody. Let's do this. Let me share my screen because I think we're missing a lot of good stuff right here. Give me a second. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's do this. Let's share my screen here real quick. Let me know if you guys can hear this because I want to watch this with you guys. Can you guys see this? Let's watch this together.
Cliff, do you feel like the back shoulder is the one route that's not going to be intercepted? Yeah, I mean, we feel like it's a safe throw if he knew the route to run. No question. Yeah, they brought zero. It was the right place to go.
Off the bat. Off the bat. That's hilarious. Off the bat. Okay, you guys can hear this, right? Can you give me some thumbs up to just to make sure you guys can hear it? Okay, perfect. You guys can hear it. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's keep watching. This is good stuff. This is gems right here.
The ball just didn't communicate on some level, and then the guy made a good play.
I wouldn't say safe throw, but whatever.
Did you talk to Rondell Moore at all? I know he had a couple of miscues today. Just wondered if you had anything to say to him. Or
no, I mean, he's hard on himself. Obviously, he's a perfectionist, wants to be great, and still a young player learning, but he made a bunch of plays as well.
Is Kyler okay at the end of the game then?
I haven't talked to him yet, so I'm assuming he is.
What kind of impact did not having Hopkins sort of those 2 quarters in the middle of the game have on?
He's pretty good, you know. I mean, that's a big part of our offense, having that guy. So I thought Antoine Cox Wesley stepped up, made a big 4th down catch and did some good things. And then Ertz obviously came on in the second half. And so guys stepped up. But if you don't have DeAndre Hopkins, I mean, you're not going to be as potent as you could be on.
And I agree with that, ladies and gentlemen. I 100% agree with that. If you don't have DeAndre Hopkins, and I'm so sorry, I'm pausing the camera on my guy here, Cliff Kingsbury's face like this. I'm so sorry. I apologize, Cliff Kingsbury, but I agree. DeAndre Hopkins not being here, man, it was huge. It was huge.
Offense, obviously.
Defensively, obviously, they were able to move the ball, but came up with a big stop at the end. I mean, how much were they missing JJ, and how did you feel like that unit did?
Yeah, I mean, a guy like that's irreplaceable, right? I mean, he was having a heck of a season. It's unfortunate it happened, but we got to get some other guys to step up, and got to give Green Bay credit. They had a good plan. They possessed the football. You know, didn't turn it over, and we had 3 and found a way to win.
I'm trying to see what they say about Kyler.
Because they were down there for 3 receivers?
Yeah, I expected us to get a heavy dose of 33, and then the young back's a good player as well. So they had a good plan. You know, they ran the play clock down, and Aaron protected the ball and got completions, and they were real effective with their offense.
Once Zaven went out without Watt already, what did that do to the rest of the defense?
You know, Tanner Vallejo's a guy who stepped in, has been really steady for us. So I didn't think we fell off much there at the linebacker position.
With JJ, is he definitely out for the season?
I'm not sure on the exact timetable. He'll have surgery, and then we'll kind of take it from there.
When did that surgery, you know?
Next week sometime.
What was going on with DeAndre there? Because he didn't have a helmet for a bit, and
There you go. JJ Watt's going to get surgery sometime next week.
came back in.
Yeah, he had a hamstring issue, and he's been dealing with it. And I mean, we wanted him to stay off the field, but he just run on, and he wants to play super competitive and made some plays there. And we just wanted to be smart, but he was definitely hurting.
do you have any updates on Jonathan Ward?
It's a concussion, but he's got all feeling in his limbs, which is obviously we're glad about that.
So Hopkins just ran back on without.
Yeah, I mean, a couple times, which he wants to be out there. He's competitive as anybody I've been around, and he ended up making some plays. But we also have a lot of games left, so we're trying to be smart with him.
I agree. We have a lot of games left. Big shout out to my guy here, Chad McGraw says this one hurts. It really hurts a lot. That AJ Green missed what was a game winner. That Kyler Murray breakout GOAT moment gone, and it wasn't his fault. I agree, man. I completely agree. It hurts left and right, but we got to swallow it. Honestly, I think I'm done. I'm done with Cliff Kingsbury. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase it. I think I'm done with this press conference. I'm going to go with Kyler Murray, guys. I'm going to move on to Kyler Murray here real quick. Carter says, just saw one report. It's his ankle, apparently. Appreciate that, man. Let's move on to Kyler Murray. Thanks, Cliff Kingsbury. Thanks for letting us know what's up. But let's move to Kyler Murray and let's see what he says. Oh, that's not Kyler. Never mind. Give me a second. Is Kyler up yet? Got James Conner talking. Okay, so no Kyler Murray. Okay, so let's continue with Cliff. Let's see what this guy has. Let's see what our guy has to say.
What about the way your offense was able to, I guess, respond, especially that last drive? Just
I don't blame Cliff either, man.
Yeah, we didn't play very good in the first half.
Well,
I didn't call a very
the
good
first
game.
half was
Couldn't
garbage,
get in the
actually,
rhythm, took some negative plays. But I thought the second half guys responded, and they've done that all year when we struggled. Been able to come back and answer the bell, and we just weren't able to finish this time.
In replacing JJ, obviously you can't replicate that, but
Right.
how well equipped are you to compensate for it and to move forward, you think?
Yeah, we got to get Richard and Corey Peters back. Obviously, having those two guys out was not ideal with JJ going out as well. But like I said, you can't replace a presence like that.
Back to the interception, what more, I'm just thinking about it now, what more can you do to maybe over-communicate that situation to your guys?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll have to talk to the guys.
Oh,
but,
brother.
That's a routine.
Oh. No, Cliff, no. Okay. I'm done. I'm done with Cliff. Appreciate it, Cliff. Thank you so much for the updates, man. Thank you so very much. You rock. Appreciate you. Okay. Let's get back to the super chats here, man. It says, let's not completely bash Green. He's an absolute beast and a weapon for us. He has a godsend for us. I agree, man. As far as being a number 2 wide receiver, I agree with you there. I do agree. I do agree with you there. So, here we are. We're 7-1. How are you guys feeling about this Arizona Cardinal team right now? How are you guys feeling about this Arizona Cardinal team right now? Now, granted, I'm not happy either, man. I'm not happy either. But how do you feel about this Arizona Cardinal team right now? And let's take away from the idea that, let's take away the idea that we're not a good team. Like, legit, guys, like, come on, let's really take this back here right now. To say that our Arizona Cardinal teams isn't a Super Bowl contending team is blasphemy. It is. We're not done. This was a loss that we needed to take, and we're going to take it on the chin. But I want to hear what you guys have to say. I agree, you guys. I agree, man. Pain. Damn, this sucks. It hurts. I agree. I'm right there with you, man. I'm crying man tears on the inside. I am. I'm pissed off because this was a storybook ending here for our Arizona Cardinals to look great. And we went out with an AJ Green miscommunication. Big shout out to my guy, Rafael Castillo, with the super chat. Appreciate it, man. He says, I am not as bummed out because the honest truth is the Packers got extremely lucky, and no one can tell me otherwise. Whoa, let's go, Rafael. My guy with some freaking gems. Honestly, ladies and gentlemen, we should have won this game. The defense was making me mad left and right. I agree. But we made some crucial stops today. We made some crucial freaking stops today. And what ended up happening today was, yes, I could cold-heartedly say the same thing. They got lucky. If Kyler Murray wasn't hurt, he could have been another asset to maybe possibly run the ball in. If there's any Green Bay fans in here right now, congratulations. You got the win. Congrats. But as of right now, this Arizona Cardinal team did it to themselves. We shot ourselves in the foot. We shot ourselves in the foot. We could have won this game. We could have. And the Green Bay Packers got lucky. Me Wilson with another super chat says, win or lose, no matter what, I'm a Cardinal fan for life. 100%, man. 100%. 100%. Prodigy0728 with a $5 donation says, do you think Cliff should have opted for a field goal or forced overtime? Ever since he became a coach, it seems like his aggressiveness does us more harm than good. So this is a very fantastic question, Prodigy. I think last year he did a lot of fourth downs or did a lot more mistakes that we end up paying for back then as opposed to this year. Most of his things that he's doing is one of the biggest reasons that we're a 7-1 team right now. Now, it's one of those things, ladies and gentlemen, that we have to take these losses. We have to. If we really thought we were going to be a 17-0 team, I don't know what to tell you. This loss, we are going to learn from it. We are going to learn from it. I promise you. Please don't give up on this Arizona Cardinal team. Please don't say things like it's over. The season is done, because it ain't. We're 7-1. We're one game away better than we were last year. We were an 8-8 team, and we're 7-1 right now, halfway through the season. If we get 2 more wins, we're better than we were last year. And we're going to the playoffs. I promise you we are. We will see the Green Bay Packers again. We will. But we beat ourselves today, ladies and gentlemen. We did. Super chat here with another Chad McGraw. Thank you so very much for the super chat. Says, this call for the TD, great play call and a perfect throw. No regrets on the aggressiveness. Well, here's my thing. It's not so much the aggressiveness, it's the miscommunication that pissed me off. So aggressiveness, cool. Okay, no worries. If AJ Green was cognizant and he knew that this ball might be coming to him on a fade route, even if he did an offensive pass interference over to, that cornerback that got the interception, I would take that one in a heartbeat. I would have took that offensive pass interference to avoid that interception, and then we would have got a field goal and forced overtime. Okay, let's be aggressive. But let's be honest. If we would have won this game, we would be praising Cliff Kingsbury right now. We would be saying Cliff Kingsbury is the GOAT. Sometimes it doesn't go our favor. It doesn't go our favor. Raphael with another $19.99. Sheesh, my goodness. Raphael coming up with another $20 donation. Appreciate you. He says, Rondale Moore caused 2 turnovers that had the Packers in the end zone twice. And they got 10 free points out of it. AJ Green, miscommunication call. We beat ourselves, not the Packers. Plain and simple. We still got this. Yes. Rondale Moore had some silly mistakes, everybody. He did. We gave them this win. We did. Angel M, I see your comment there. Angel M says it's over. My goodness. I hope you're not a Cardinal fan, man, because if you are, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. Another super chat here from my guy, Marion Javen, says, relax. RELAX. We'll be all right. Gonna bounce back. Still need to stop the runs as not even a blowout loss. I agree, man. I agree. We got to take this on the chin, ladies and gentlemen. We weren't going to be a 17-0 team. And I know the biggest reason as to why everybody's freaking out and a lot of people are pissed off in the comments, I'm not going to justify anybody's telling me that the season's over, because it ain't. Our Arizona Cardinal team is still very well a contending team. They are. Don't lose hope. Don't lose faith. Trust in Kyler Murray. He's going to get us places. I promise you. It ain't over. This came down to a miscommunication between AJ Green and Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray was at his own 1 or at his own 2. I think it was 1. And he brought this team into the red zone. This game came down. It's a heartbreaker. Yes, it's a heartbreaker. But don't say for 1 second that this season's over, because it ain't. Never wear the crush. Oh boy, that's funny. Okay, is somebody else? Okay, who's talking right now? Okay, we got Jordan Hicks coming up right now. I want to hear what Jordan Hicks has to say. Let's share my screen. I'm going to bring Jordan Hicks up here right now. Let's hear what my guy Jordan Hicks has to say, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a second. Jordan Hicks is on the panel. Let's see what Jordan Hicks has to say.
Jordan, you guys obviously probably would have liked to have some points in the game where you played better, but that last stand, when you absolutely had to have it as a unit, was pretty impressive. Yeah. You feel like, I mean, I saw reports that the announcers on the national broadcast were saying you should just let them score, and so you can get the ball back. So I'm just curious.
It's not what we're about. It's not what we're about. As long as we have, the saying that as long as we have a blade of grass to defend, we're going to do it. And that 4th down stop is what this defense is right? It's what we've been all year. Obviously we wish we had some plays back, cut down on some of the mistakes, tackled better. But that's a really good offense. No matter who they have a receiver, no matter who they have out there, as long as 12's out there, it's a really, really good offense.
Yep.
We didn't get turnovers, right? Past 7-8 games, whatever, we've gotten turnovers. We didn't do that today. And to me, I feel like that was a big difference, right? We had 3, and we had, on defense, we didn't get any. So wish we had it back. But, again, with all of that, we had the ball with a chance to win right at the end. So,
yes, sir.
it's a team that battles. It's a team that doesn't give up. And, that's the makeup of this team.
Do you anticipate them running as much as they did because they were down their top 3 receivers?
I think when they started having success running the ball, it was a go-to for them. And it wasn't anything exotic. We didn't tackle as well as we wanted to. Obviously if you can have the run game, I say this every week, if you can have the run game as an offense, it opens up everything. And, for a defense, that's got to be the number one goal, is to stop the run. So
True.
We didn't do that as well as we wanted to.
There was so much talk during the week about Aaron Jones. Dylan was a guy that was really a handful.
Yeah.
Were you guys surprised at all by how hard he ran?
Not at all. Not at all. No, I mean, you could see it on film, all week. And, they've got a really good 1-2 punch. That's a good dynamic backfield. Rodgers was putting them in the right calls versus the right looks, getting the ball out of his hands quick versus our pressure. Ran some screens that were a little bit successful. So, you watch the film, he's out there checking a ton this game. So, in terms of the run game, we got to play better defensively against the run.
Yes, sir.
But surprised, no. Of their talent, we knew that coming in the game. So no excuse there.
Cliff said JJ's irreplaceable, and yet you guys obviously have to replace him. How well equipped are you to compensate for that loss?
Yeah, I mean, we'll get Corey Peters back here pretty soon. And it's what the NFL is, man. You got to step up. You've got to step up. There hasn't been one team that I've been on where, there hasn't been an injury, right? Guys, backups, guys that, are role players have to now step up and become the guy. And it's NFL football, man. So
Not having JJ today and then not having Zaven for the second half impact the run defense the most?
Yeah, obviously we wish we had both of them out there. Physicality, leadership, Zaven, the way he plays, fast, downhill. So, we wish we had both of them. But again, that's not an excuse. And we got to play better. The guys that we have out there.
All right.
No, you're fine.
With everything that you guys have been through the last couple of weeks, COVID and the injuries and all this stuff, is it good to have a couple of days off here?
I'll enjoy these couple of days for sure. Playing 2 games in 5 days isn't easy, right, on anybody's body. So
Yeah.
We'll
True.
definitely enjoy it. Obviously we wish we had a win going into that, but it's an opportunity for us to get healthy. It's an opportunity for us to settle down and learn from the mistakes that we made this game and really refresh our mind and get back to work.
Some positives on this, right? The goal line stop, drop. How long does it take to shift and start thinking about the positives out of this game in the locker room right after the loss?
Okay. All right, let's do this. Let's stop sharing here right now. I don't want to take more of his time. Let me know when you guys see Kyler come up. I want to hear what Kyler has to say if Kyler is going to come up. I don't know if he is or not. He's hurt, but that's where we are, man. That's where we are. One thing actually that I want to talk about before, the stream comes to an end. I'm not even sure how long I'm going to go for the stream, but one thing I want to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, I wasn't fortunate enough to go to this game. The funds weren't there. I just had a new baby girl. Funds are a little tight right now in my household, so I wasn't able to go to this game. but I was shocked with the amount of Green Bay Packers fans that we have there. A lot. Completely shocked, man. Completely shocked. Completely shocked. So if you're an Arizona Cardinal fan, and you sold your tickets to a Green Bay Packers fan, that's what you did, this is all I gotta say.
Shame. Shame.
I'm hearing people saying Kyler Murray is talking right now. Yes, Kyler Murray is talking right now. Let's see what Kyler Murray has to say. Let's see what my guy has to say. I'm bringing in Kyler Murray right now into the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube stream. Let's see what my guy Kyler Murray has to say.
It's unfortunate to lose like that, but hats off to them. Good team. We definitely didn't play up to our capabilities. You get beat when you're playing a good team like that. So
What happened on that last play?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Some miscommunication. I couldn't tell you, but we just got to be better.
Kind of were you able to talk to AJ about that afterwards? Did you guys talk?
Nah, I mean, I know he's hot. Emotions running high. Obviously, after the fact, it's we both know. We weren't on the same page, and it cost us. But we'll be better because of it.
You guys have talked all season about the one game at a time. Jordan was just saying we've reset after every win, so now we need to reset after the loss. Do you feel like it's going to be relatively easy to do it?
Yeah, I think with this group of guys, for sure. Like I said, I mean, it's a very mature group. We got a lot of old veterans, a lot of leaders on this team that I don't think will let that happen. So I'm confident in us bouncing back and forgetting about this one.
What did not having Hopkins out there for those 2 quarters? What kind of impact did that have on the offense?
I mean, obviously, you take the best receiver in the game out. It makes it a little tough, but I got confidence in everybody out there. It wasn't. I don't want to make it about that. It wasn't about that. We just didn't play up to our standards. So.
What was that exchange like with Aaron Rodgers after the game?
It was cool. Getting to meet him and his words. It was good to hear. Obviously, when you lose, it's it's kind of tough, but it was definitely cool for him to take his time out and talk to me.
Did he say, "I'll see you in the playoffs"?
Yeah.
Darren said you guys have been staying in the moment, staying in the week. Did anybody peek ahead and think about the potential for an undefeated season? And if so, how do you process that?
I mean, I visualize all of it. As far as the undefeated season. Yeah, I mean, I think it's it's a thing that obviously you think about, but you're gonna face adversity. This is NFL, so we knew it. We knew it would come. At some point, we fought the whole game. Just didn't. Just came up short. Make a play. You make the last play.
Let me just get to my guy here real quick with a super chat. Dennis Lozano, thank you so very much for the $5. Says Zaven, Watt, Hopkins, Green, Moore, Buddha, Murphy, AJ were all factors. Well, Watt wasn't playing. Zaven got hurt pretty early. Moore, yeah, he was a factor, but more to the negative side more than anything. But honestly, I know Green is beating himself about it. One thing that I'm taking away with Kyler Murray saying right now, ladies and gentlemen, is Kyler Murray isn't throwing his people under the bus. And right there, that shows some impression right there, man. I'm impressed by this young man right now. Impressed.
We're not talking about this, so yeah, it is what it is.
What more can you do on that last play to maybe over-communicate what you want, what you're looking for there?
We just can't go back. Can't go back in time. We weren't on the same page.
Thanks, Kyler.
All right, there's Kyler. All right, so I think that's enough in terms of people that I want to hear from. I just wanted to hear from Kyler Murray. I wanted to hear from Cliff. Kyler looks fine. This game came down to a miscommunication, and I don't know how else to tell this to you guys. For the people that are in here that are Cardinal fans, and I understand there's a lot of people in here that claim to be Cardinal fans. when the going, when the going gets tough. I'm one of the guys here that I'm very critical of my team. I am very, very critical of my team, but never would I ever say that this season is over. Even if we're a 1-4 team, 1-7 team, have some freaking respect. If you are a Cardinal fan, please, if you're a kid, if you're a child, please turn your phone off, go to sleep. Because honestly, the things that you're saying right now is not helping the situation, ladies and gentlemen. If you're a child right now and you're just saying things to say things because you want attention, turn your phone off, go to sleep. Because I can tell you this right now. This team is legit. We lost because of miscommunication, and you just heard Kyler Murray just tell you up front, he's not going to confront A.J. Green. A.J. Green knows how big of a play he messed up on. He understood that. And the best thing there is Kyler Murray did not throw his man under the bus. He did not throw his man under the bus. And that right there shows impression. That right there shows maturity. That right there shows a different type of team. It shows a different leader than we see in the last 2 years. So take that how you will. Juan, appreciate you with the super chat. Says it was impressive to come from the 1 yard line in position to win after completing 2 fourth downs. I believe this will make the team better. Yes, it will. Thank you, Juan. I appreciate you. You're 100% right. This will make the team better. Ladies and gentlemen, if we were a 17-0 team and we lost in the playoffs because we didn't know how to lose, that would hurt much more. This hurts. This does hurt. I'm going to have a hard time sleeping today. I'm not going to lie to you. But we need to lose to learn from it. That's the brightness to this. It sucks how we lost. I get it. I'm right there with you. I'm going to cry myself to sleep just like you guys are. I promise you. I'm disappointed too. I am. But very, very impressive. Yes, Juan, 110%. Thank you so very much for the super chat. Then we got Gazzy Maxwell. Hopefully I didn't butcher that. Appreciate the super chat. Says, AJ was creating separation and Murray threw the ball early. Oh my God. He admitted they both had miscommunications. Y'all all need to grow up. Well, whoever's fault it is, it came down to miscommunication. Whoever fault it was. All we need to know is that we lost this game, but you got to keep in mind, everybody, you got to keep in mind that we got lucky on a Vikings game. We got lucky in the Vikings game. We could have been a 6-1 team coming into this game, possibly 6-2. It doesn't always go our favor. It doesn't. But the Vikings game could have easily given us an L. Easily given us an L. So keep that in mind. We're 7-1. We'll bounce back. I promise you. We'll bounce back. Appreciate the super chat. Whoever's fault it was, I don't care. Miscommunication all around. Appreciate the super chat, Gazzy. Let's keep on reading to the comments here. Children of the Light says, I'm a Pats fan, but I wanted to see the 7-0 Cardinals machine live up to the hype. They didn't offensively, and they need to stop the run without Watt. Well, Children of the Light, I appreciate you commenting, and I know you're not a Cardinal fan. Thanks for coming on the stream. But let me tell you one thing. What we saw today is only a glimpse of what the Cardinals can actually do. We weren't able to adjust fast enough. And unfortunately, we're now seen on a national level. And now a lot of people from other teams that are watching this Thursday night football game, they think they know what the Arizona Cardinals are. And right there, that wasn't the Arizona Cardinals in that first half. It wasn't. The run defense might be. The run defense might be. That's troubling. Yes, I agree there. But our offense is legit. It's very, very good. Right there, what we saw was an extension of damn. Dennis, another super chat. Appreciate you. How far are we going to drop to the to Midas list? Wait, how far are we going to drop in the Midas list? Shake my head. You mean like the power rankings? I don't care about if that's what you're talking. I don't care about the power rankings. They can go somewhere else for all I care. I don't care about the power rankings. Rashad, appreciate the super chat. Thank you so very much. says Kyler needs to throw the fans under the bus. It's a home game for whoever comes to AZ. Maybe AJ could hear the call. Ooh. Oh, Rashad. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Oh, okay. I see you. I see you there. Dennis, you're saying how far are we going to drop in the media's list? Okay, I see what you're saying. Honestly, I think we do a lot better when the media doesn't pay attention to us. So honestly, this works out in our favor. But Rashad right here with some dimes saying Kyler needs to throw the fans under the bus. It's a home game for whoever comes to AZ. Maybe AJ could hear the call. Woo! Shots freaking fired. But I agree. When I looked out in that stadium on the TV that I was watching it, I saw a lot of Packer fans in there. You're right. You're right. But honestly, this game should have been different. I think what we should have done is we should have ran the ball down their throats. We should have brought Connor in. Bring Connor in, run the ball down their throats. What they were doing to us is what we should have done to them. That's what we should have done. Gazzy with another super chat. Appreciate you. Funny, didn't AJ get the first when Murray's back was against the wall? I don't like the Cardinals fans vibes. Ew. Well, keep in mind, you're coming in here on a heartbreaking loss, my guy. Keep that in mind. So your team is doing very, very well. Congratulations. And I'm assuming you're a Cincinnati Bengals fan. Your team is doing very well. Congrats. You gotta understand what you're walking into. It's in a very emotional time right now. It's very emotional. And I'm not going to sit here and say people shouldn't feel the way that they want to feel, but just keep that in mind. If it was vice versa, I promise you probably would have had some fans say the same. But don't think that, all of us are like this. Appreciate the super chat though, my guy. All right, back to 1-0 mentality. I agree. Back to 1-0 mentality. 100% correct. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So unfortunately, we will not have a Victory Friday stream tomorrow, where usually we open up the phone lines and we can, talk about how happy we are that the Arizona Cardinals are 7-0 or 8-0, because we're not. We're 7-1, got punched in the mouth. We now on a national level, we played on here. And a lot of people think they know what the Arizona Cardinals are. But that's the fault of the Cardinals. It is. 7-1 is still a fantastic. 7-1 is still a fantastic record. 1-0 mentality from here on out. Don't overlook any team. Maybe see if we can get a run stopper. Maybe see if we can get a run stopper in the trade deadline. Because what we have right now ain't working. Because right now what we have ain't working. Another super chat here from Dennis Lozano said, should we have run it? Should we have ran it or risk Green Bay winning the flip? I would have ran it. I would have. Yeah, we talked about this a little earlier in the stream. I would have ran that ball. I would have. I definitely would have. Because we had one timeout left. We had Connor. We had Connor come in. And the thing is that there was a blitz coming too. So why not maybe give somebody a quick slant route? I don't know. We could have done a lot of stuff. I would have ran it preferably. But like I said, it's catch-22. If that didn't work, we would have said, how come you didn't do this? So, I mean, it kind of is what it is at this point. Appreciate the super chat, man. All right. So, this is where we are. Jacob said, no, we had one timeout left, my guy. We had one timeout left. Rough time. Hearts are broken, but we will bounce back. Hearts are broken, but we will bounce back. Next week, we have the 49ers. which is going to be pretty tough. I'm not sure if it's going to be Trey Lance. I'm not sure if it's going to be Jimmy Garoppolo. But anytime we play, a team like that in our division, it's always going to be a bloodbath. So this is what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate everybody for coming through. And I know this isn't the result that we all wanted. I understand it. But the Arizona Cardinals are now 7-1. We're still a great team. Sometimes we need to hit adversity. And boy, we have hit adversity right here. We lost this game on a miscommunication between Kyler Murray and AJ Green. Could we have won this game? Yeah. But could we have lost that Vikings game? Yeah. It's the way the cookie crumbles, and it sucks to say. I hope all you guys can have a very good sleep day today. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to have a hard time sleeping. But we got to take this on the chin. Congratulations to the Green Bay Packers. You guys beat the Arizona Cardinals. You are now 7-1. We're 7-1, and we will see you at the playoffs. We will. Appreciate everybody for coming through. Thanks as always. If you guys can do me one big favor, if you did not smash that like button yet, definitely do me a huge favor. Smash that like button. It helps out the channel grow tremendously, like completely tremendously. So definitely do that favor for me. Or subscribe if you haven't already subscribed to the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube. Definitely do that right now. I appreciate all the super chatters. Appreciate everybody who's on the stream. Appreciate everybody who's been rocking with the AZ Sports Fan all year on these live streams. It means the world. Thank you so very much, everybody. We will bounce back. I promise we will. But that's all I got for this. That's all I got, man. That's all I got. All right, everybody. Have a great rest of your night. And as always, like I like to say all the time, go Cards.